guys, this is Parzival. I also go by Will, and I have yet another sketchbook tour for you guys. This is actually I don't know if I call this an old sketchbook, but I started this about 2 years ago in 2017 when I was in art school, and that's actually where most of these stickers are from. I got them from my school's zine fair. This is a Rendr Sketchbook that I got when I was super into Rendr Sketchbooks, and I kind of still am, but I got this one because I thought I wanted a hardcover Rendr Sketchbook of my own that was perfect bound, that would lie flat, and this one was advertised as that. And it took me a while because it wasn't actually what I was looking for in terms of a sketchbook. Now, I'm not sure if it was a little bit too small or if it was because of the spine. I have some notes in here about the spine. I did have to, break it for it to actually lie flat, and I wasn't really super happy with how it felt as opposed to some of my other lie flat sketchbooks. But I actually did enjoy this sketchbook quite a bit. You can see here I started it in 2017, and I did end it December 12th, 2019. So it did take me like 2 years to finish this. And according to my notes, by the last fourth of the book, I was really waiting for this one to end. The book didn't vibe with me. I don't know if it's the right size or anything, but it felt cramped according to me. And maybe it's because I've been drawing bigger these years, but I don't know. It wasn't quite what I was looking for. But the first page I started with this quote: "It doesn't matter why you do good things, the end result is still good." And this was a quote that I was trying to keep in mind during during my period of time in school when I was dealing with some brain stuff, and I was feeling a lot of anxiety. So I put this in the front of my book, and if you've seen some of my old sketchbooks, you also know that this was in those sketchbooks as well. So I started this with some sketches of my OC Luke and Lance. This was for a D&D campaign that I didn't end up using, and this is Luke as JD from Heathers. And this is when I was super into Copics, and I still kind of am into Copics, but because I don't use a lot of rendered paper and I draw on both sides of the page, I don't use them quite as much, but I still love them a lot. And then I did a limited palette art piece of Luke because I only had a specific number of markers with me, and so I just kind of worked to make them all fit together. Then some ink wash stuff to see how ink wash worked in here. This is Otto, who is owned by Quietuses on DeviantArt, and that's my OC Leia. And then, as you can see from here, I went from March 2017 to May 12th, 2019, and I just didn't touch this one because it didn't feel right. Partially because it was in the first few pages, and this, I don't know if you can tell, this one isn't really lie flat. It has even if I push this down, it doesn't really lie flat, but that's also because it's in the very first part of the book. But in my opinion, even the beginning part of the book shouldn't do that if it's a lie flat sketchbook. Then I did a drawing of a mermaid character I have for Mermaid, and then a redraw of this piece here, just to see, since I was restarting the sketchbook, how much I'd improved. Some ink work of an OC Halaya, and some of an OC that I named Lucinda. And this was just, a lot of the stuff was just comfort stuff, just to get back into trying to use the sketchbook. This one I really like because I was feeling a nostalgia for Hot Topic. So this is my OC Delisle, and I drew her as a classic early 2003 Hot Topic girl. Apparently Hot Topic doesn't sell arm warmers anymore, and I'm sad about that. And then my OC Abigail, she's a rogue. And these OCs belong to my cousin's stage. This is Brooke, and I don't actually remember her name off the top of my head right now. I've referenced her quite a bit. Bellamy? Bellamy. Her name is Bellamy. And so these are some of the stage's OCs. There's another Brooke. This is a ink thing I did to try and, you can see I have a bunch of tiny little scribble colorings in here because I was trying to use up a marker. And this is Vale just antagonizing his little brother. Some art of my OC Trina to the song that she was inspired by, Don't Lose Your Head. You can see that I was just like constantly trying to use up this black marker because it was a marker that I actually didn't really like all that much. It was a very thin marker and it had a really, it would like spread out and I had a smell. I believe it was like a Pentel Pilot or something like that. And I didn't like it, so it was almost near the end of it, so I just tried to use it up as much as possible. Saturday and Thursday for stage. This is my another one of my mermaid OCs. Yeah, I did this entire thing with that tiny black pen, and even this didn't kill it, and I was just like, why? Why? But I actually do really like how this turned out. And then my OC Alien with an orange Sharpie. Some sketches of my character Kiara, and this is Lexi. Some hand sketches. This is where we're getting into Art Fight in July, so this is a character owned by Nevin. I didn't apparently write down all of who is owned, but I know these two were for Art Fight. On my other sketchbooks, I definitely drew, like I did one of these where I would say who the character was and who it's owned by. So this is Alex for Bethany Gabrielle for Art Fight. This one is my own OC, Enfris, and she's a 4th edition D&D Bard. Velvet for Russie for Art Fight. My OC, I believe I named this character Aster. Then Gumi and Alois in this really nice wine-colored Sharpie that I have that I was trying out. This one was an art trade on Twitter, and this is Stage's OC Bellamy, and I actually like how this turned out quite a bit. Oops, I bumped the camera. But it's a really nice monochrome piece, and I like that. Then I had some Goretober and Kinktober pieces in here. So I did Bloody Tears for Goretober Day 4, and I did Kinktober Day 4 Vintage with Stage's OC Eve. Extra Mouse with my OC Carlisle, and Salome for Blindfold for Kinktober Day 5. This is my sister's OC Marcus, and so I did him for Kinktober Day 6, Handcuffs. And then Mongoose, one of my OCs for Eye Trauma. This is my OC Anthem, and I hadn't drawn him in a while, so I found some markers that I liked, and I just quickly drew him in here. And I wanted to do a little bit more angular stuff with the hair, so I tried that out. Not sure how much I like it, especially with this section here, but we'll see how that goes. And then these are just some concept doodles that I did while I was on the road, just because I had the wine-colored Sharpie with me and some gold stuff and a big chunky black marker. And another OC that I have that I haven't named yet, I like her because she's got neon hair. Goretober Day 18 was Possession with Sandoval and Hecate. And then some sketches of my OC Diantha. She's a Diancie, and she belongs to Sandoval. Or rather, she's visiting Sandoval and she is a guest. And then some sketches of my character Ambrose. Ambrose is a wrestler and goes by the alias Black Lady. And so I also want to do some stuff with Ambrose's hair up. And there was this really cute doll maker, and Stage was experimenting in it and had this idea for like Sailor Moon buns. So I thought that was cute and I experimented with that. Some more Ambrose. Some sketches of Manuel. I was listening to Six a lot and watching a lot of the fashions for Mega 6, and so I wanted to try to do some like outfits inspired by that, but it didn't end up working out. This is another sketch of Saturday. I don't know why I just forgot their name. Some more Six-based outfits with Esme. Again, I didn't really stick with it, but it was fun to sort of scribble around with. And this is me trying to understand like the generic base of a outfit design for Six. Then my character Abel, in an AU where he became champion. He's very tired. He does not want to be champion anymore, but he doesn't really get a choice. And then my OC Steven, he got like super burned in his like waist groin area, and so he's getting new legs because he had like severe to the bone burns, and so I drew him some new legs. This is the end results. And then my OC Manuel, I was doing just some like random stocking drawings with that. Manuel again. And then this one here was just me sort of vaguely doodling. I don't really do Zen doodles a lot, but I really like doing this one. My OC Kiara again in a bikini when I was waiting for a doctor's appointment. And some sketches of my landlord's dog, Brutus. He's like a chocolate lab, and I don't know how much you can see that with this lighting, but this is a sketch of a character I haven't named yet. I believe I gave her the last name of Evergreen, but I'm not sure. I think Holly Evergreen? I'm not positive. Like, I've given her a name, but she's not technically named yet because I can't ever remember it. And then doodle of my OC Cynthia. Some Diana sketches for Hermie. Hermie was using Diana in OC training, and so I really liked some of the concepts, and it gave me ideas. My OC Seneca. And my sister Chen asked me to do some concepts for a character she was working on. So I have them here. Then I have some sketches of my, I wouldn't really call this a LARP character or really a Dystopia Rising character, but I draw for a Dystopia Rising based magazine, and so I have an artist persona since it's an in-game magazine. So this is Spiked, and they are a pureblood. Here's some more sketches of the the lady that Chen asked me to work on, and some more Spiked sketches. And then I have some headshots of a Gardevoir Kajinka that I'm working on. She doesn't have a name yet, but she's an edgy purple closed heart Gardevoir from the Pokemon Coliseum series. Doodle of my OC Abel. He has a Flapple. And some sketches based on song lyrics from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. This is Antidepressants, so not a big deal. And I've been wanting to draw stuff to a song for a while, so I just sat down and sketched it and then aligned it on a different day. This is more of that closed heart Gardevoir concept that I was going for. And then doodles from an RP with my OCs Carter, Nativo, and Abel. And Carter is a fae and can turn into snakes. And Abel is a dragon and gets very, very angry when Carter says that they can turn into a dragon because dragons aren't snakes. But according to Carter, they definitely are. This is very neon, so I apologize. That was a little bit eye-burny. Some feet sketches and some outfit sketches for the scarred lady for Chen. Some thumbnails for OC training where I was doing I trained with Hermie for Diana for Wish, and it involved dancing. Some color swatching for my Gardevoir. I probably should have censored that, whoopsies, but this is my OC Amelia. And some hand sketches. Some outfit sketches for an RP that I'm doing where there's a school setting, and so I was figuring out what I wanted to do for the academy uniform. This is a doodle of my OC Moon, and some more hand sketches. And this last page was my swatch page. So yeah, this was actually a very fun sketchbook to work in when I was working in it, but I think I need a slightly bigger sketchbook if this isn't going to actually lie flat, because just laying it down, it's popping up. And I really like Rendr Sketchbooks. I like that I can do marker on them without having to worry too much about what goes through onto the other side. And I really like how thick the paper is and how it works, but I wish this sketchbook were bigger in terms of actual size. And I definitely feel like I didn't sketch as much in this sketchbook as I could have. So part of it was because I didn't feel like I had the space to, but also part of it is definitely just because I didn't really break this in because I was already kind of uncomfortable going into it. I would love to try an 8x8 Rendr spiral bound sketchpad next, see if that feels any better, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the Rendr hardbound sketchbook, I would say 6 out of 10. It was a little bit too small for me for a sketchbook like this, and that's very strange because this is about the size that I usually work in. But I really liked the paper. As usual, Rendr is very reliable. I liked how everything felt. I liked how everything came out when it was shaded. I didn't like that it wasn't actually perfect bound. Or rather, it wasn't actually a lie flat sketchbook. It's obviously perfect bound. But I do absolutely like just this matte black cover. It was really great to just put stuff on it and stuff like that. So that made it feel very personal. But yeah, it took me a while to finish this, but overall, I think this was a nice experience, and I'm glad I actually got through it. Let me know what you guys think. Any sketchbooks that you guys want me to try out next? Any brands? Because I'm always looking to try out different types of sketchbooks and whatever the new awesome branded sketchbook is. But yeah, see you guys next time, and I will send you guys to the outro. Bye! Well, that's the end of this video. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section, or contact me on any of my social media, which is linked in the description below. I also have my Patreon there if you guys want to throw a monthly donation at me. Thanks so much for your support. I'll see you next time. Bye!